I'm feeling like I'm so ready to get out of here. Like, and right now, we gonna go ahead and see some houses. Gotta be able to trust God on your own too. Like, that's it. People are so sick.
This is what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I'm a little spoiled. I'm a little bougie. Whatever. This is Vlogtober with your girl Tierra J. Look at this. And now they trying to detain the man. People are sick, bro. Disgusting. Another story time about this crazy park. Yes, we got the police out again. These freaking wicked people at this park, downtown Dallas. So I sit next to this guy to make sure I could keep my eye on him while my children are at this park, because I already had a bad feeling about it. I just was like, I wasn't finna stay there long, no way. But I want to see what you really up to, so I can call the police on you. So I sat next to dude. I kind of like hid my head behind the pole that was in between us, so I could literally watch him and just be able to stare at him without him catching on to me that I was on to him. This guy literally is pulling up this blue piece of fabric. That's when I clearly saw, like, okay, this dude don't have no clothes on. So this dude continues to pull up the fabric more and more, looking like he was trying to expose himself, rubbing on his butt, like, just, and obviously clearly started like fondling himself, looking at the kids. I rounded up the kids. I told all the other parents at the park, called the police, and we got on down. And I'm just so sick of this. Like, people are very sick. It's pedophiles out here, for real, especially at these playgrounds. I'm sick to my stomach. Y'all just stay prayed up, stay watchful. I cannot believe my day today. I really can't. I am so disturbed. I feel like, I don't know, like I don't know. I feel like I'm under a spiritual attack right now, honestly. Because I just don't understand, like, I don't understand what the hell is going on. So, yet another park incident. And this one was just even worse. Like, oh my God. Why are people so sick? People are so sick. Oh, the police is calling me again. Hold on. Hello.
Hey, Miss Anthony, I'm so sorry. This is my last time calling.
No, that's all right. Call as much as you need to.
I just have to ask to make sure. At any point during y'all time at the park, did you or Alexander or Zaire see any part of his privates?
I saw his butt.
Okay, so when you saw his butt, did you see his anus?
No.
Okay. And no other time did y'all actually see his genitals or his penis?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to make sure I asked clarify.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Thanks. Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, that was the police. They have been calling me. I talked with them at the park. And I honestly feel like I did see his general. I should have just said yeah, because what was that? You just traumatized me. You not only traumatized children, you didn't traumatize me as well. Police came out. They got my statement. They've been calling me just to make sure they got all the information. And they done told me that he actually exposed himself fully once I left. Because the other two moms, they stayed at the park. But they saw him actually expose himself. And I just am imagining, like, what if my kids saw that, man? it's like I left right. Like I left at literally the perfect moment. And I hate that anybody, I really hope and pray that the other kids that was at the park did not see that. I'm so disgusted. My head is hurting. I'm just sick to my stomach. I'm feeling so many things right now. I'm feeling like I'm so ready to get out of here. There's no way I can carry out the rest of this lease here. I mentally cannot do it. And
angry smiling face with hearts. A smiling face beating up.
what's up, girl? Welcome back. I don't even know what vlog this is. I don't even know if this is a new vlog, if this is a continuation of what's been going on, but we gonna keep it pushing, we gonna keep it rolling, because listen, this is where I started vlogtober, okay? And in the midst of chaos, the whole goal was to keep it pushing no matter what, to just be consistent, not for things to be perfect, but for things to be, for myself to be consistently showing up. So that's what we're gonna do. And let me see what they're telling me to do. I'm gonna make a U-turn. Anyways, it is a new day. I'm feeling refreshed. I hope y'all having a great morning, noon, or night whenever you watching. I just dropped Every off, and you know, we was rapping, we was chatting, and I'm like, you know, Every, how do you know when God is speaking to you, or it's just yourself, right? And so we got into this, you know, deep conversation about it, and it just was so like enlightening to me, because I am a firm believer in everything happens for a reason, right? And so it's like, even like these bad choices or mistakes that you make, it's like you was gonna make the decision because you was just gonna make the decision, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, I don't know if I feel like there are different outcomes, but like, I just feel like as people, that's like a part of having free will. It's like you're gonna make the choice that you're gonna make with the resources you have, with the thought process that you in, with your current perspective, with your current situation, with your heart, like you as a person, just like where you at. Like you can't make a future decision with a person that you not yet, or pieces of you that haven't grown or understood certain things yet. Like you're gonna make whatever decision that you gonna make when you make that decision, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, it could have went this way, it could have went that way, it could have went that way, but like, I mean, we don't know that because it went the way it went, you know? So I just think that's such a piece for me in like really trusting God, and trusting just like time, and just trusting God with yourself. Like when you give God your decisions, or you know, you pray about it, or you feel like, oh, it was a Starbucks right there, it sure was, but you know, you pray and you feel like, you know, God is showing me this, God is telling me this, and you feel it so strongly, and you just, you know, allowing like the Holy Spirit to lead you, and shoot, even if you're not like, even if you just out here don't got a clue as to what's going on, you just doing stuff, like that's, I just feel like God is in it all. Because if you truly believe in God, you have to believe that everything happens for a reason. You have to believe that there is a certain like limit of control that we have. Like, you know what I'm saying? To like really release control. Like, what does that mean? It's just to like trust everything, to trust what's going on. Like, we can't live in the past. And so it's like, once you make a decision and time just continues to move on, it's just like you just gotta trust what it is. I don't know, it's crazy. it's a really deep thought, something that honestly I think so deeply about, because I do believe that everything happens for a reason. But sometimes my faith can be tested, because it's like, I don't know, like, but if I go against my belief that everything happens for a reason, that don't make nothing make sense. Like, everything just get cloudy and just don't, like, I just can't even do that. Like, everything happens for a reason, and that is just a firm truth of mine. And so, anyways, I say all that to say, I'm trusting God with it all. Like, I was, talking to Avery about it, because I was so gung-ho about Dallas. Like, I just know God is telling us to move to Dallas. We was in prayer about it, trusting God about it, like, and I just knew, you know what I'm saying, when like, God is telling me to do this, like, I know I'm supposed to be here, but it's like when we got here, and it's it's only been 6 months, but like, living here is just like, man, it's not really how I thought. Now I'm facing these hardships. But Avery was just talking to me about it. It's like, that's faith though. Like, you can't think that just because you pray for something and you receive it, or God is telling you to go here. What he was telling me about the people in why is this flying here with me on the highway? I ain't never had that happen. Get out of here. Get. Where was he laying low? What the hell? Anyway, he was just talking about the story of Moses leading the people, and they started to be like, okay, like, we followed you out here because you said that God said to come out here, but this is looking crazy. Like, they was literally like, we could have just been slaves for this. We could have went in and just been slaves. We would rather be slaves than to go to this so-called promised land that we starting to lack faith in. Like, I don't know. We don't know if this was really what God had said. But Moses was that sure to lead all of these people through the desert, through the wilderness, to get to this promised land. You know what I'm saying? The promised land did not look like how they thought it looked. Like, it didn't even, Moses was like, I'm sure he felt the worst, because I'm out here leading these people. I done told them, like, this is what I believe with all my heart, all my soul, what God even showed me, like, what God told me, and it's looking like this. Like, I don't even know. I'm sure he felt, just imagine that. Just imagine. We responsible for, like, our families, like our children, and we make decisions on their behalf, and sometimes it'd be like, ooh, I don't know if that was the right decision. Just imagine making that decision for multiple families. Like, he responsible for all of these people. Trusting God. God told him to go here. They get there, and it's like, it's getting worse, sir. Like, the pressure is getting worse, sir. Just imagine. And so that story, like, reminding me about that story was just like, oh, like, stop tripping. It just reminded me of, like, trusting God through it all, trusting God in the process, and reminding me, like, there is a process. You don't get, like, everything you want like that. Everything don't come easy, and that's honestly the walk with God, to build your faith. Your faith can't be built without having issues and facing things. Like, how can your faith even be challenged? And I was just thinking about that, like I started feeling heavy about it, because I feel like it was a mistake, and I feel like maybe I didn't hear God so clearly as I thought. But I was just reminded that I had to be here to even see this. I had to be literally in this apartment with all the things that's going on, like having these experiences at the park, and just even the downtown experience that I just wanted so bad, and that I felt God telling me to go here. It's like, damn, I done missed my exit. Oh shoot. 428C. Where am I going? Let me pay attention real quick. Okay, I am going the right way. 428C. So it's like, even these things that I'm facing that I didn't expect, it doesn't mean that God didn't lead us here. It doesn't mean that this is not part of the process. It doesn't mean this is like forever, or this is like the final destination. No. But it's like, this is a part of the process. This is a part of your faith being tested and your faith being stretched, and you understanding, like, how to how to trust me to continue on to you know what I'm saying? And so I just really, I'm really sitting in that right now, because it's like, you got to be reminded, like, this walk with God is not easy. It is not supposed to be easy. It is a blind walk. I forget that scripture, but it's like he would be a lamp to your feet. That's not a flashlight. Like, he's not gonna allow you to like see a mile down the road like you want, down the highway. Like, a lamp at your feet, you get to see the next step, and then you gotta trust God with that step, and then everything else is still dark, but you gotta keep trusting God with like these steps that you're making. Not the whole run. You may not be, sometimes you get glimpses, you know what I'm saying, into the future, and you see like the full vision, and you see like the good promises of God, like the, you know, the plans to prosper you and all of that. Like, you can see that and know that, but you're not gonna always see the process it takes to get there. You know, it's a journey. Like, this is a lifelong journey. It's not just something that like I'm just trying to get something. It's not a transactional thing. Like, I'm just trying to get something and that be it, and I feel good, and that, like, no, this is a lifelong journey of just like trusting God. And so anyways, I just feel like with the situation we facing now, trying to move after living in this apartment for 6 months, it's just mind-blowing to me what this is teaching me about faith and trust, and how it has really made me trust God even that much more, you know. So I'm just encouraged about even where I'm at right now. It's like, you don't have to worry about, like, you can't live in the past. You can't be like, oh, was this right, was that right, da, da, da. Like, you got to keep going. You have to keep going to see it through. And so even though I'm here, and I think sometimes too, I be letting what people say like get to me. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a human being. Like, you know what I'm saying? As much as I want to be like, oh, I just don't care, I don't care. No, like, when shit be going on in your life, and it's not that I take everything that everybody say. Like, this is social media, people don't know me, so it's not like I take everything that everybody say and just, you know, be spiraling. But it's like some things that hit home for me, that I'm going through, that I'm feeling about. That's why you gotta be careful what you choose to share too, because people will, you know, prey on that. People will make you start doubting yourself. But it's like, the things that I'm going through, the things that I'm feeling sensitive about, the things that I'm unsure about now, you know, being out there, and people like, well, I got all these opinions and things like that. Now it's making me doubt my own journey. Now it's making me doubt myself, because I already feel a lack of faith here. I already feel like I don't know what's going on. And so I just really had to pull back, like, hold on. My husband had to get me together, like, no. This is the journey. And one, this is our journey. This ain't for nobody else to understand. Like, for real. This ain't for nobody else to understand. God is telling us these things. They not supposed to understand. You gotta be able to trust God on your own too. Like, that's it. I'm just encouraged to keep going, not, you know, beat myself up or feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Like, I know I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. You know, I am, and it's a part of the process. It's a part of my journey. It's a part of my testimony. And I'm just encouraged to keep on going, keep seeking God, keep trusting God about it all. And that's all we can do. And right now, we're going to go ahead and see some houses, okay? I'm actually on my way to this townhome. I have three houses today. 2 townhomes and 1 house that I'm going to go ahead and check out. I do believe that God has directed us here to Dallas, and God is telling us to be patient in Dallas, because there are some things happening that we starting to see, you know, long term here. And we definitely gonna stay here. I really want to give, I can't write Dallas off at all because I'm having a bad experience. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like I love certain things about Dallas. I really do. I feel like once I get my footing here and once I feel somewhere like where my living space is more comfortable and my neighborhood is more comfortable, then I really feel like I can start to love Dallas and I can start to like build a community here and find friends and just, you know, hang out. But right now, while I'm in this of like not even being settled here yet, it's just like not really a good experience. But I'm not gonna let that make me rethink everything that God has told me in the past. You know what I'm saying? The where God has directed me so far. I'm not gonna let that just, oh shoot. Yeah, I'm not gonna let that like rewrite history. You can't rewrite it, girl. You gotta keep going forward. So yeah, I really want to love Dallas, y'all. I do. Like I said, I just gotta get my footing here. I gotta feel settled, and that's what I intend to do. And I'm gonna keep going until we doing that. Period. Until my family is in a good position to just. That's the biggest thing for me is home. Like, and I get the lessons I'm learning about home being where the heart is and all of that, but at the end of the day, the environment, the space that we in, that's equally as important, you know? And so that's what I'm always working towards, so my kids can have a good space, a good environment. Like, that's always the goal. The goal is to find a place that it's not too far. It's like it's still in Dallas. It's not like, you know, super far from downtown, not far from the kids' school. I still want them to go to this school. I really like the school, and so, you know, I want them to stay here. So we've been looking at places that would keep us like close, but we don't have to be like right in the mix. Okay, let's go ahead and view these places today. They look really promising, so, you know, crossing my fingers. So, okay, ooh, I'm pulling up to the first spot. It's cute. It's real cute. See, this is my vibe anyway. Give me a nice little townhome. This is cute. Yeah, we could do this. And the neighborhood is alright, you know. Neighborhood is cute. It's even a park down there. Okay, let's see. Alright, let's go check it out. When you walk in, first bedroom down here. So it is 3 levels. This one is at the bottom. A couple closets. And bathroom here. And it's also back access. Outdoor access right here. This is like its own little, I feel about that, but washer dryer right there. Okay, set it up. I like the steps.
Okay, we got bedroom, full bath.
Okay, full bath. All the showers it look like. Bedroom here. Closets. Okay. Kitchen. Oh wow, okay. This is nice. Kitchen. Dining, that's the balcony. Yeah. Balcony. Pretty big balcony. Upstairs. This is the master. I don't know how I feel about that 3rd bedroom down there, but hey, this is huge. I have my office in here. Oh wow, and then there's another washer and dryer space. This room is huge. And then they got a another balcony up here. Turf is all messed up. I would definitely put some new turf down. But yeah, we got a top balcony right off the room. It's not bad. The house, kitchen here, backyard, half bath here. I like this space off the garage. Living space. Okay, I got a 2-car. Wrap all the way around too.
All this is upstairs.
Okay.
Utility rooms.
Okay. Thank you. This is nice, a little loft space up here, a little open area. That's cool. Okay, here it is. Bedroom here. Two closets. I like that too. I think it's the laundry room. It's nice. There's 2 bedrooms. The other room. Linen closet. The other bathroom. I think got a hidden toilet. Bathtub here. 2 sinks. That would be great for the kids. And the last one is a townhome. Hey. Oh, this is huge. This is sharp. Oh, wow. I love this island. Here we have a half bath. Closets. Two-car garage.
Okay, yeah, this is a pantry.
Oh, cool. Is that the microwave right there? That's different. That's cool.
One of the best appliances.
Yes, I see. I'm gonna come back to check those out too. I like the tall windows. A closet there. I like these steps. Oh God, it's the master. Whoa, that is huge. Oh, now this is what I'm talking about. Now this is what I'm talking about. That's nice. I like the bath. I like the bathroom. The bedroom. Bathroom. There goes the other room. Nice size rooms for sure. Oh, nice closets. Laundry room. Wow. I like the Samsung. Yes, yes. I love the new home smell. All right, we done officially completed the home tours. I loved the last one. Oh my gosh. That is like my vibe. It's so nice and new and modern. Like the appliances is all new and fancy. Like I really did like the home. I like the space. I didn't like some things that I would feel like I want to change like the carpet in the bedrooms. Like, listen, I'm going in finna renovate a rental, child, but I didn't like the carpets. It was kind of like, oh, he said they had just washed them, but you know, like stains and stuff. I did see like a few little pests. I don't know if they was roaches, but it looked like, you know what I'm saying, like it could be a beetle or like a roach. But I just don't do them. I don't. Especially like, I understand like being in the South is a different experience for me. I am from the Midwest, honey, and coming down here, like you see them big old giant little water bugs. You see them big old giant water bugs, and that's kind of like normal. But like when you got the roaches, oh, we know where them, those are worldwide. Those are widely known. Those are roaches wherever you go. And I'm just not, I don't fool with them. I don't do it. So I did see a couple of those that were dead, and I asked him about it, the realtor, and he was like, you know, it has been vacant for a while, and they probably, you know, bombed the place or something. I don't know. I'm not trying to move somewhere where that is still like, you know, a concern or a worry, because I'll be moving up out of there too. So cause I just mentally, I'm not in a good mental space to live anywhere that got a bug problem. I'm just not. I can't deal with it. And roaches are the worst, because okay, you got spiders, you got ants, like you gonna have some things in a house, but like roaches, they y'all, when they decide that they live somewhere, they live there. They don't move. They'll keep generations on generations. They keep going, and it's just such a, I'm traumatized, okay? Listen, we all got things that it's like I'm not dealing with. I'm not willing to ever deal with nobody's roach. I'm just not. Townhouse number 3, modern. It had the new house smell. Like, y'all, I miss that so bad, because the house that I was living in Georgia, we was the first people to move into that house. Like, they was just building the neighborhood. This was a brand new house, y'all, and that new house smell lasted like the whole time we lived there. And I be saying that, like, catching myself saying that, like, dang, like, I just really miss that new house smell. Like, I just love that. I done got a little bougie out here, because the last 2 places I done lived have been brand new, and I've been the first person to live in those places. And so, I don't know, I'm a little spoiled, I'm a little bougie, whatever. It's on the more expensive side of our budget, but I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm gonna pay a little extra for me to be comfortable, like, you know. And I don't want to be crazy, like just like living beyond my means or nothing, but I will work a little harder to like make it work, like especially here in Dallas, y'all. So to get a nice new like modern place here, in comparison to like really moving out like into the suburbs and things like that, like, yeah, it costs a little pretty penny here. Just excited to be getting on down, honey. And I really hope this ain't cheese. No, that's just sauce. I got me the avocado bacon burger. Take a bite. I'm here at Whataburger. I know, I say Whataburger. It's what a burger, but it just rolled off my tongue. Whataburger. I always, for years, it had just clicked to me, like, oh, what a burger. I just be like, Whataburger. I also like this area a lot. It's a park right around the corner. Hey, girls. All right. I don't know. It's different students. Look at the things they made. Look, they made like different places. It's so creative. Look at that. That looks like a real cactus in there.
Can I touch it?
No. Y'all see the different things? And it's so creative. Look at this one. I know, it looks like a real cactus too. Ain't that cool? They put the sand on there for the dirt roads.
Yeah, I touched the cactus.
Oh, look at this one. They put the dirt on it. That's so cool. Look at this one. That is so cool. Wow. And look at Puerto Rico. The kids' yarn art. That's so cool.
Oh, Mom, that's mine.
Which one? The snake?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, it is? Okay. And look, Isaac said his was right somewhere with the tongue. That's Isaac's. Zara, which one is yours? Which one? What?
The heart.
The heart?
The heart. The little small heart with the flag.
Aww. That's so cool. Yeah, that's so beautiful. Y'all did a good job. Great job. Yep.